Hey everyone, in previous video we made a basic interactive door, and in this video we will expand upon it and turn it into a proper interactive system. As you can see, when you open and close the door, the prompt changes, and we'll also add a new object as an example to show how easy adding new interactive object it is with these new changes. It will require my previous video code, so I recommend you watch that first. So let's start by adding a new script called Interactable. Let's load that into our scripts folder. This script defines what an interactable object is and what text the player sees when interacting with it. Let's give it a class name Interactable. And in here we'll export interact text, press E to interact as our placeholder. And then what's really important is we'll create a signal, interaction state changed. This signal lets the interactable notify the player when its state changed, for example when a door opens, so the UI can update. The base interact function is empty on purpose. It lets us safely interact on any interactable object without worrying about crashes. Next, let's make a new script called InteractableFurniture. This is what all our interactable furniture will be connected to. Next, this is very important. Instead of extending node or anything like that, in the interactable furniture we extend class interactable. Now these three exports is what will allow us to customize our code to each furniture. Now, let's use everything we have in door and just copy it there. In those functions is where we'll emit our interaction state change signal. Also, change animation name instead of actual animation to our exported animation name. Next, let's copy our getInteractPrompt and put it into InteractableFurniture. Let's also rename our functions close and open door to play open and play close. So it's little more readable since it's not just door that we'll be using it on. Next, let's add a script to our InteractPrompt. Let's start by deleting everything here. Let's put Raber, hold it with left click and drop it by holding Ctrl. Now let's create a new script that our InteractPrompt will depend on, which is UI Manager. This script will allow us to delete that annoying line from controller that depended on a specific path. We'll get rid of that annoying line. In here we will have a function for setting InteractPrompt. We will also take those two functions, show InteractPrompt and hide InteractPrompt from controller. They should be both showing errors now, so you can find them quite easily. Show InteractPrompt, let's add so it actually sets our InteractPrompt. You see I got error, I forgot to write text string in the brackets. Now for this UI Manager, it's very important that we make it into a global so that it's always active. Project settings, we go to globals, we choose our UI Manager and we'll add it. Now, as you can see in InteractPrompt script, we can use our global UI Manager very easily in any script. I forgot to write visible false there, make sure to write that, otherwise on default InteractPrompt will be always visible, which you don't want. Now let's go to our proto controller to make some changes there. We'll make current interactable, which will be object in our class Interactable. Next we go to physics process. There at the end where we made some changes in the previous video. There we change the way interact ray detects whether it's colliding. Again, I made a second mistake here. It's supposed to be get InteractPrompt with round brackets. I forgot the brackets, which will cause error later on. So make sure that you write the brackets. we go to our find interactable that we wrote in previous video, and we delete the whole thing about finding group. Now, without relying on groups, we can detect objects by class type. This is safer, easier to extend, and doesn't rely on editor setup. And we'll also get rid of the interactable group. Now let's detach the door script from the door and let out our new InteractableFurniture script. Now let's check in the animation. As you can see, for me, animation name is armature action. So I will write that armature action into the animation name on inspector in the door. Let's also choose animation path and furniture name. Now I make two mistakes, so for now it won't work for me, but as I fix those two mistakes, I will ask you to give a like and maybe a subscribe if you like the video and it helped you with something. But still stay for a moment longer, because I will show you what else can you do with this code now that we've upgraded this into a proper interaction system. Also, earlier you probably seen we've got a warning in our debugger. It's not very important warning, but so it's not annoying us, we can in our interactable script add warning ignore that will ignore that warning. So now, as you see, when you turn on the game again, the warning doesn't show. Now that we have added a proper interaction system, I want to show you why this approach is useful by adding a completely new interactive object. We're going to add a fridge as a new interactive object. The important part is we won't make any changes in the controller script or our interactable furniture script. We only reuse the same interaction system that we already have. For this first example, I'll add an area 3D to the fridge door. Area 3D is great for detection when you don't need physical collision, because it doesn't block the player, which means you can walk straight through it. Also, make sure to always double check that your collision follows the animation correctly. Sometimes animation can offset the collision, especially when using bounce. Another thing is, make sure that the area 3D is set to collision layer 2, which is the layer that our interaction ray is checking. Also, if you decide with using areas, make sure to go to controller, interact ray, and in the inspector, in collide with, make sure to check the areas on, otherwise it won't detect areas. Now, I'm going to attach the interactive script directly to the area 3D and not the main fridge node. This is because only the door needs it to be interactable and not the entire fridge. Even though the interaction works, the fridge door doesn't physically stop the player. This is useful for triggering detection, but not for doors. Now that we're done with that, we'll replace the area 3D with static body 3D and make it so our player can collide with it. We'll also connect our interactable furniture to the static body 3D. And that we deleted area 3D. Now you have seen how easy it is to add a new interactable object with moving collision, a unique interaction prompt, without even writing any lines of code. And what's really cool is that we can put another interactable object inside the fridge. The fridge door and the object are completely independent, so when you point at the fridge door, you interact with the fridge. Then when it's open and you point inside, you can interact with the object inside. Also check out my next video, which is about making a lamp controlled by interactable light switch. Thanks for watching.